Do you enjoy playing Commander? I have an opportunity for you then. On this channel, I want to do things a little differently than say they do on other channels. And I have the availability to do that because I'm a small channel. It gives me a little bit more flexibility in what I can produce and what I can do. Also kind of limits what I can do. But I'm going to get into that in a second because you're going to want to stick around because this is going to be a fun way to incorporate the community into my YouTube videos. More specifically, Commander games. So that was my new intro, pretty flashy, eh? Besides though, I want to get into what we're talking about today, which is Commander games with the community. Now, currently, I don't have a name for what these games would be. So far, I'm going with codename Showdown. We're gonna work on it. It's developing. We'll get there. But what I want you to be involved with is games on my channel. Well, obviously Spell Table is how we're gonna do that because it allows us to play online, and I can also set up a software to record it. So it's more streamlined, it's efficient, and we have clear views of all our boards. So that's on to my next point, is that you're gonna need something like this, which is clear. You can see all the cards in play. You have your deck in frame. Everything is centered, over top view, not angled, and essentially it doesn't have to be perfect, but along these lines. Now, if you're wondering, Alec, how do I set up Spell Table? I'll link a video below to a tutorial that I feel is the most clear and concise and has the most options of how to set up Spell Table. Because I think it's very important to note that we have different ways of doing Spell Table, either a phone or webcam. And so it would be very good to have a good example of that. I personally am not going to do it justice, so I'll refer that to someone else's expertise. I like to play in a high power casual bracket, usually between 3 and 4. So if you feel like you line up into that bracket and you enjoy those types of games, and maybe consider applying to be a part of some future games with codename Showdown. I think there's a lot of interesting decks out there and interesting deck builders and even more interesting players, and also small time creators. So feel free to also include yourself in those applications because I am all for collaborating at any level. I just want this to be a positive and fun experience. Now, how do you take advantage of this opportunity? Well, pretty easy. I'm going to link my email down below, which is getdeckdedh@gmail.com. And all you have to do is send me an email with a short form that I will also link in the description, and just fill that out, send it to me. I will eventually get back to you, and then we'll join a Discord, we'll have a little conversation. We'll play maybe a couple games together just to see if the vibe's right and if the presentation looks clear, and then we can go from there. And then I'll start planning these as we go, because this is going to be a big project. It's going to take a little while to get up and running, but I think once we go down the road and we start getting a couple of these out, I think people will start getting engaged with them, and it could be actually a really fun thing for the community to get involved in. And obviously I want this to be a positive space, so no negativity is going to be welcomed here, no pub stomping. I want this to be as balanced and fun as possible. Now, besides the application that you would have to fill out, what other requirements would there be? Pretty simple. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and in the application, just send proof that you are subscribed. It would appreciate it. Now, beyond this project, what am I planning on doing? Well, deck techs are coming. I had to restructure the entire way that I did them because my last one was a little rough around the edges, considerably. So I am reworking and retooling how those are going to be presented, and they should be coming out much more professional. I'm still planning on doing Yoshimaru and Kedis. That is up next. I have the framework in place, just got to finish the recording and get through it. I have new software and new equipment, so hopefully things will sound better and look better. And besides that, I'm going to continue with my tip videos and my shorts and be plugging away at giving good content to you guys and making it better than the last. That's always my goal, is to consistently improve myself, and hopefully you'll take notice of that because this is important to me and I want it to be important to you. Now, I hope you found this whole video exciting and you're getting behind this project that I'm trying to launch, because I'm getting jazzed up about it. I've been cooking on this one for a bit now, taking a little bit of downtime to really process how I want to word this too, so it can come across clear. So I really hope you guys can get back with this, because this would be huge and I think it would be a ton of fun. So stay tuned later on this week. I'm going to keep pumping out content, getting back on schedule to be a little bit more consistent now that I have this better setup and I can produce better videos for you guys. So other than that, please do me a huge favor, like this video if you thought this was a cool idea and you want to get behind it, and don't forget to subscribe, especially if you plan on applying to play on Codename Showdown. Other than that, take care and see you on the next one.